Hi guys, and welcome to Beyond the Lens episode 3. Now Andy, what is Beyond the Lens?
Thank you, Rob. We sound very American. So Beyond the Lens is a podcast series where we like to try and help you through tips and advice on videography and podcasting and video editing, of course. And this is our third episode, as Rob has just said. And we're happy to answer any questions you have. You can comment on where you're watching or listening to this video, or follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn. But yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Where we post individual breakout videos from this podcast. So you don't necessarily need to watch it all.
No.
So that is Beyond the Lens.
So in this episode, we're going to cover the competition winner. Very exciting stuff.
But no, I think it needs to be more exciting. We're going to announce who the winner is of our video podcast competition. It's a bit late because we were meant to release this podcast in December last year.
Yeah.
But we're a tad busy, unfortunately.
Christmas break, what we got up to there?
Oh, so much. Up to so much.
Oh yeah. In the world we live in today now, yeah. And we'll talk about our predictions for podcasts in 2021.
I thought that was my line, but that's fine. Rob stole my line. So we're going to talk about, as the title of this podcast is, our predictions for podcasts in 2021. Well, we can't see into the future, but we've got a good idea of where it's going. And then finally, an announcement on a new business series to help you guys out there as well. We've got to stay tuned to find out what that's all about.
Juicy stuff.
So, Rob, how was your Christmas?
Well, if you want the honest truth, Andy, it was subpar. It's a strange world we live in now, but it was as good as it could be. How about yourself?
To be honest, exactly the same. I enjoyed the break. I enjoyed, as much as I love running a business and working with you, it was nice to have a break.
Great to be back at the studio there.
Oh, so good to be back.
Refreshing.
You sound very American. It's so good to be back. I can't even do an American accent. But yeah, my break was good. I just mainly spent it just chilling out, relaxing. Obviously, we couldn't do anything, watching plenty of films, eating too much. But I did start exercising again on Boxing Day. So,
Boxing Day, yeah. What did you do, boxing?
Boxing on Boxing Day. You would think. No, I didn't do boxing. Did you do it? Did you watch any good films or?
I did not watch any good films. Too many films. All my favourite films I've watched. Yeah. Just catching up with any new series on Netflix, things like that.
Yeah, binging Netflix. Binging. So much like you guys out there, your Christmas was probably very similar. Obviously, minimal amount of contact with people, and obviously Christmas Day was great, but it's still hectic. It's still hectic Christmas Day.
It was almost more problematic than a normal Christmas this year.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have said this to me as well. It's like maybe Christmas won't be so complicated because things change so quickly. It's just like, oh no, whoa, and it still got stressful.
Yeah,
how? I don't know. That's our Christmas break, short and sweet. So we'll move on to the first part of our podcast today, and that is, what is it, Rob?
What have we been up to since our last podcast?
So our last podcast was published 23rd of November.
Yeah,
so
it's been a while.
Of December, a couple of months.
Yeah.
So would you like to enlighten our viewers and our listeners?
Yeah. So we created a series for Mark Page. If you don't know Mark Page, he's a business coach. Great guy. Love working with him. It's really a really nice personality.
This does feel like we're doing actually like on today's news. Definitely a way we set up.
Newsfeed.
Do a newsfeed there. We might add that.
Filmed a Collingbourne video.
Collingbourne video, which is a financial chartered advisors in Winchester. We filmed it and edited it.
In the heart of Winchester. Lovely Winchester. Filmed a video series for Samantha Harris-Jackson.
Interior designer.
Yeah, we'll overlay footage for these.
We will. An interior. Did I say interior designer?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I think you've got more of a handle on it today than I do, Rob.
And lots of editing on podcasts as such.
Yeah. So, hence why you have not seen this episode and why we've been a bit quiet on our social media channels because we've just been trying to look after our customers the best we can.
Yes.
So we're going to move on to now our predictions. Oh, have you got a prediction?
For this year?
For podcast 2021?
It's going to be strictly remote. It's all going to go to remote.
Strictly remote sounds like something we should watch on Saturday night. That does sound good.
Yeah.
Strictly remote.
Oh, yeah.
Strictly remote. So our predictions is that, like most of the world over the last year, a lot of things have transcended online. A lot of new services have come up online. And that's no different with podcasts. I mean, podcast audio, most of the time are obviously done better in person because you can have like a professional setup, you can control your environment more. But the world we live in, we can't at the moment. So I see a bigger rise in remote podcasting.
And we've made the jump, or I should say transition from Zoom to Riverside FM.
And this is a lovely bit of software which records natively on your computer. It can record audio and video. So we've made the jump. This is a new service we're actually offering. It's not so much of a plug. It's just where we are at the moment, where you can do remote podcasting, video podcasting. It's obviously what we specialise in. And the other day, one of our clients did a mashup of both Ego Stream, Silent Ego podcast. They came to the studio, obviously socially distanced and lada, like we all say at the moment. Well, it's true, though, isn't it? True, yeah. People make it us all socially distanced. Yes, we know. Yeah. So taking all the precautions, obviously. And they had a mix of both. So they recorded in the studio and then interviewed. You okay, Rob?
Oh, God. It went down the wrong way. Okay, I'm fine.
Right, we're going to keep that in. Be careful how you drink your drink. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, don't suck on it so hard.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God. All right, okay.
Right, back to it.
Reset.
So what we're saying, they had a mashup of both, and they interviewed a lovely guy in Texas. I can't say at the moment because it's not published, and it's not unfair to take that away from my client. But that he was in Texas, so they're here in the studio. We interviewed in Texas. The streaming worked extremely well from Riverside FM. So
given the location he was in.
Given the location he was in, and during the recording, there was parts where I thought, oh my God, the streaming is not working really well. But because it's natively recorded on the guest's computer, the upload was absolutely beautiful. It's a remarkable difference. A lot of people using Zoom, and I understand why people use Zoom because it is the go-to and everybody's quite used to it. But there's this Riverside is a specific software for podcasters. So if you're a podcaster and you haven't heard of it, go and check it out because it literally opens up the world for you. So that's one prediction: more remote podcasting. What else?
And Andy, I don't know if you know about our new service that we'll be bringing out.
Our new, of course, yes, our new service, remote podcast. It's sort of like, so we use Riverside, and as I mentioned already, but we just gave an example of a client. So what this means is it just opens up our services to a lot more people, anybody who's afraid of face-to-face, interaction at the moment. But this service isn't in replacement of real-life podcasting. It's a service which runs alongside. Yeah. And already we're getting quite a few inquiries at the moment.
Yeah, I think there's a demand for it, and we're going to supply the demand.
We are going to supply the demand. Yeah, absolutely right. So by the time this podcast goes out, we may have the service on our website. But if you want to know more, just comment, subscribe. Get in contact with us.
So guys, we've got a new video series on how to level up your video calls. So what could that entail, Andy?
Thanks, Rob. So it's a 7-part mini-series we're recording at the same time we're recording this podcast. And the series will be published on all our platforms and on our website. And this is to help you level up sort of like the professional area of your Zoom video calls or general video calls, whatever you use, Teams, FaceTime, Skype. And we're going to give you professional tips from our point of view, like, for example, using microphones, your background.
Transform your environment, really.
Absolutely.
To make it more friendly on camera. I won't name the client, but when they were talking, the camera was shaking frantically because it was on the laptop was on the desk. Little things like that, which can take away from the...
Well, it adds a bit of motion sickness to the viewer. So I think, we're all quite used to video calls now. And I just think, if you're in a professional business... I know it's not always possible because a lot of us are still working from home and will be continuing forward. But I think we can all up the level by just implementing one of the tips. Yeah. And there's something in the region of about, let me do my math, 6, 12, 18 tips in this video series. If you just took one of those, it would be just level you up. I can already tell you what the most important one is. Can you guess what the most important tip from that series is, Rob?
For me, I'd say lighting.
Ooh, yes, close.
Oh, composition.
No, getting closer.
Don't know.
Audio.
Oh, audio.
I think, if it's difficult for somebody to see you, you can get away with it. But if somebody can't hear you, can't understand what you're saying. So I personally think it's audio, but yours is lighting, and they're very close. Very close. But so, yeah, we look forward to bringing this series to you. So watch out for that. And maybe, again, subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. If you've been following us for a long time, then, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one.
It's that time. We did it last time. Set for this competition winner announcement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How are we going to play this out, Rob?
Andy's got an app which is going to randomly generate the winner of this epic competition. And then we're going to film it live and get their reaction on call.
Right now. So we might do a bit of clever editing so you don't have to watch us getting ready. So I've got my phone. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to unlock my phone. It's already loaded up with everybody who's entered. Just grab my camera. So I've got my phone.
Oh, what's this?
And we've got the list of people on the phone who have entered.
Oh.
And all I've got to do is hit the generate button. Are we ready? You ready?
I think we are.
Ready?
And the winner is?
Winner is?
The anticipation's killing me.
Steve, you're our winner.
Congrats, Steve.
Congratulations.
Nice.
We're going to be in touch with you very shortly. Right now, live on our podcast as we record it.
No way.
So, here we go. We're going to cut to the point where we're going to make the phone call. So, I've now connected my phone to the podcaster. I've got my headphones on, and we're going to call Steve now. So, fingers crossed the answer.
Fingers crossed.
Otherwise, it's going to be very embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's ringing.
It's ringing.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service.
Oh, we'll bleep out his number. I'm going to leave him a message. Hey, Steve, it's Andy from Pulse 8. You're live on our podcast. Not live online, but live on our recording. We just want to give you some fantastic news. You've won our podcast. Woo! Congratulations, Steve. Give me a call back when you're available. We'll speak soon. Take care, mate. Cheers. Bye. So that's live recording for you. As you can see that Steve didn't answer his phone, but if he does call back by the time we finish this recording, that would be amazing. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's been quite a short one. Hopefully it's a short one.
Yeah.
What was we aiming for, Rob?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. It all depends, really, how well our editing skills are. So don't forget to subscribe. I think we mentioned subscribe a number of times.
A few times.
So, Rob, what's on our next episode?
5 tips to engage with your audience through video content.
Well, you couldn't have made it sound any more exciting than that. So 5 tips to engage with your audience via video. We're going to give you our top tips. This is something you can record yourself on your smartphone. So that's the next episode coming up.
So guys, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this podcast, feel free to leave a like. And if you're on the YouTube platform, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to us.
So thank you for watching and listening. We'll see you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Chua.